Madison, Wisconsin is a lovely community, a great place to grow up, a great place to raise a family. It's the capital of Wisconsin. It's a medium-sized community, has incredible intellectual capital as well as the capital of Wisconsin. It's a very, very vibrant community. Recreational opportunities abound in Madison. We have 4 very distinct seasons and incredible lakes and resources. Madison also, of course, has the internationally renowned University of Wisconsin-Madison, which is Wisconsin's land-grant institution. And the University of Wisconsin-Madison is a internationally recognized #1 public research institution that has been around since the mid-1850s and is leading in cutting-edge research and practice around the world. The Department of Rehabilitation, Psychology, and Special Education has a primary mission to serve individuals with disabilities through education, habilitation, and rehabilitation. Both the Rehabilitation, Psychology, and Special Education programs have baccalaureate, master's, and PhD level programs, all of which are nationally and internationally recognized.
The rehab psych side is more on adult services, and the special education side is on services for school-age kids.
There are so many faculty who are doing work around issues for youth and young adults with disabilities, whether it relates to how we serve them in classroom settings, to how do we equip them with the self-determination and life skills that they'll need to be successful when they leave school, to how do we serve kids well in alternative settings outside of the classroom.
One of the unique parts of our program is that it's small enough that it's almost like going to a small college in a lot of ways. Yet we're a part of this big, state-of-the-art, well-respected research university.
In the special education area, we have teacher certification, teacher education programs, and we certify students to be teachers in cross-categorical special education with an emphasis on either emotional disturbance, learning disabilities, or cognitive disabilities.
For master's students who are coming into the program, it's really, the emphasis is really on equipping them with a solid understanding of evidence-based practices for serving and supporting children and youth with disabilities within school context. But even that school context is broader than you might think. We have a number of folks who have interests that extend outside of the traditional school walls to looking at community-based instruction, issues around serving youth in juvenile correctional facilities, looking at employment issues for young adults with disabilities.
In our doctoral program, students are required to take internship credits in service, teaching, and research. And so people have the opportunity to work with local schools or local school districts or alternate service providers. Our program really puts a high priority on hands-on experience.
The Wisconsin Special Ed certification is recognized all over the country. And so that's of course an awesome thing for me. And my impression, so knowing that going into it, that it's a great program, I've had great instructors, I've learned a lot. My coursework has been, just very practical.
It's one of the few places where you can really, I think one of the few places in the country where you really can have high quality field experiences in inclusive schools, in inclusive community-based programs, and supported employment sites. And the area around the University of Wisconsin-Madison is really nationally known for high quality services in those areas.
I had a lot of opportunities to actually teach. I supervised student teachers, about 5 to 10 student teachers each semester, and across a lot of different school environments. So I had a lot of opportunities to see what's actually happening in the Madison School District and surrounding school districts.
There are a lot of different schools with a lot of different students that you get experience with. This program really focuses on multicultural diversity, and it really lets you know that the whole world is out there.
My first impression when I started the program, I was amazed at how many international students were in the program. For my TA appointment, I worked part of that in curriculum and instruction, and part of it in special ed. And as a potential or budding special ed scholar, We cannot look at special ed in a vacuum or in isolation. We have to look at it and how it relates to general ed or regular education.
One of the things that is unique about both our master's program and our doctoral programs is the individualized nature of it. Programs for master's students, for example, are individually designed along with the advisor to meet students' needs in a wide range of areas.
Students can take classes from all the different faculty. They can take classes in other departments on campus, and in fact we encourage students to take classes either from human development, family studies, or curriculum and instruction, educational psychology.
Most of our doctoral students are serving as teaching assistants or as project assistants on research projects, and so that funds tuition costs as well as provides a stipend and some health insurance benefits.
The teachers in special ed have been so helpful and so just comfortable to be in class with. You feel like you're a group. You feel like you're kind of all part of a team working for something.
Really strive to make it welcoming and make it feel like we know people and what they're interested in.
One of the things that impressed me about how the professors relate to us, it's like we're all one, and you come into the department and without seeing the signs, you won't know who is a professor, who is a student.
Even within this large university, I think most students feel like the special education program specifically has a nice sort of family community feel to it. All students go through a small cohort together, so they get to know each other throughout the first year of their program, and then as they take courses both within and outside of the program, they're in courses with that same cohort of students.
They really trust the doctoral students to sort of use what they know in the classrooms to give you an opportunity to develop syllabi, to pick course materials, to work in conjunction with other teaching assistants, to collaborate with professors and teaching assistants.
We want students to be actively engaged in research, and we want students to be actively engaged in service to the profession, and we want students to be actively engaged in passing on what they learn.
They're volunteering in classrooms, they're doing volunteering experiences out as tutors or in other various capacities, and I think that's unique that we couple that emphasis on teaching and research and service and model that for our students and then expect that they'll do that as part of the program.
They're so supportive at the end with helping with jobs. They help you go through like they tell you when there's job fairs and placements, and just, I think that the faculty are really willing to sit down with you and talk to you about your opportunities as a graduate student. What can you do from here? You can go on to get your PhD. You can, a lot of times they might ask you to work on a project with them, and so then there's opportunities there.
I cannot imagine it being better, you know, in terms of working with the professors, in terms of opportunities to engage in research, whether it's in the local school district or surrounding school districts. You know, I can't imagine anywhere else where the opportunities are as vast.